Hi, welcome to Phyllo from Scratch today on Let's Cook. Now, when you make phyllo is a dough. It's similar to a strudel dough where it's paper thin, you can see through it, and you can make it from scratch. You can spell it P-H-Y-L-L-O or actually F-I-L-O. Now, you can buy it in a supermarket. It's usually frozen. It'll hold up to a year in your freezer. You can also take it, once you open it, it's only good for 2 or 3 days in the freezer. And when you freeze it, it has a tendency of cracking once you've defrosted it. So I'm going to show you how to make phyllo from scratch. The ingredients in the dough are so simple. Let me just go over those ingredients for you. Basically, the ingredients that we're using 2 cups of water, a tablespoon of salt, 1/3 of a cup of oil, 2 pounds of bread flour, and 2 pounds of cornstarch. The cornstarch is actually for dusting. Now, basically, you just take the flour right here. You just take, and this is because you mix this for almost 11 to 12 minutes on your mixer with your salt, with the water, with the oil, and you just put this on the mixer with a dough hook, and you mix it, and you mix it, and you mix it. Now, I found with this recipe that I've had to add maybe 2 tablespoons of water to the recipe, but you can see here how tough this is, and you're going to actually mix this for 9 minutes at a medium speed on your mixer. When you take it out, it's extremely glutinous. And you need to use bread flour to make this. The bread flour has a lot more gluten to it. And then what you do with this is you take this dough right here, and all you're going to do with the dough here is you're just going to roll it out here almost till it's a loaf form. You don't even need any bench flour for this, but if it was a little sticky, just take it, work the dough this way, make it into nice loaf form. You set this into plastic wrap. You wrap it up. Sits out at room temperature for an hour. Once it's out, it's rested, it becomes very relaxed. It's almost like it's been by the pool for half the day. So we then take the phyllo this way, and we're just going to cut this into 8 equal pieces. So we'll cut it in half this way, bring it over here, cut this in half this way, this here, this like this. Now, you need to make these into round pieces. I find that to make these into round pieces, the easiest way, I have my little bench flour here. Take a little flour, put this down. I just flatten this, and then with my hand, I form it this way and flatten it down. You do this to all 8 pieces. Just making sure that they're all about the same size, because we're going to stack these on top of each other to roll them out. So it's important that they're all just about the same size. Don't be afraid to use the flour either. And by the way, this does make a floury mess and a cornstarch mess in your kitchen. But you'll just roll them this way, making sure they're all about the same size. Just using the palm of your hand, flatten them. Once you have them flattened like this, and I already have some done here, and I've put some cornstarch on them. Once you have them done this way, you'll take these. Let me get my rolling pin here. And you're going to roll these out. When you roll these out, you'll do it this way. Put it on this side here. Take another one, making sure they're all about the same size. And don't be afraid to turn them as you're going, but you need these to be all the same size. I'm just going to do one more to show you how to do that. Take it once this way, pick it up, making sure it's not sticking this way. Now, what you're going to do with these, once you have them all rolled out, or as you're doing them, I already have some done here, and I have plastic wrap on the plate with these. This is where the 2 pounds of cornstarch comes into play. Use a sifter. Put your cornstarch here, and then between each layer, a heavy dusting of cornstarch. Put the next one here, making sure they all fit the same. Another heavy dusting of cornstarch. Take this other one here. Now, see, this one shrunk up a little bit because remember, this dough, even though it rested for an hour before I went to do this, still has a lot of glutinous properties or a lot of elasticity. Put this here, And again, it's very important. You're going to use a lot of cornstarch. So if you don't want to mess in your kitchen, don't make these, but this is well worth it. You'll take this now, wrap this. You can leave it out at room temperature. Do not have to put it in the refrigerator. You let this rest for another hour. So far we have 10 minutes on the mixer, an hour rolling into a loaf, letting it rest for an hour, doing this, letting it rest for another hour. We come over here, and here are some that I've already allowed to rest for an hour. Now to make these, or to roll these out, I'm going to use cornstarch, and we're also going to use this rolling pin. First thing we're going to do right here, take this, put it out onto the table here. Make sure in between each layer you have a lot of cornstarch. If you don't have enough cornstarch, it will stick together, and these are going to roll out individually. Then what we do, again, more cornstarch. We're talking a lot of cornstarch here. If you don't want to use cornstarch, you can use corn flour. Then what we do is we'll take this, and we're going to pinch this a little bit on the sides here, like this. So we'll just take this, pinch these on the sides here, turn it over. Then with our hand, we have a little mound here. With our hand, see how nice and relaxed this dough is? Now, if I tried to do this with the other stack that I had there that I just rolled out, would never work. It would never come nice and thin this way. Make sure when you do this and you spread this nice and thin here that your layers are separating. You see how they're separating because of the cornstarch? Now we take our rolling pin. Work our rolling pin this way and this way. Notice when I roll this out, it doesn't shrink up on me. It's not coming back. You keep working this, and you're going to work this till they're paper thin. Don't be afraid to pick this up and move it around. Now if you get some, let's say it starts to tear on the top a little bit, open it up like this. Let's say we're to start to tear. You'll open it up, let's say from the middle here. You'll put it on in the middle here and then put it back. I'm going to take this now. I'm going to flip this over because this little one right here, see, it's not getting enough of the rolling action. So again, we take, you pour it this way, you go this way, you go this way, you go this way, you keep rolling it. And you're going to get this until it's paper thin. Now if you need to move this, and let's say you're afraid to pick this up and flip it over, what you can do is with your rolling pin or a dowel, you can take this, you can pick it up this way, move it, let's say, this way here, open it up, slide it over, and again, you're going to keep rolling this till it's paper thin. Let me just show you how we get this apart now. You see how big this is, right? Remember we started with the little one here? I'll just take this one off because that's not thin enough. But when I go to pick this up, and there's actually 2 layers in here, it might have a tendency of sticking, so you just gently pick this up. See how nice this comes apart? See? And you can almost see me through this, how nice and thin this is. The other thing that you're going to do, again, you do get to make a mess with this. With a dowel here, you go underneath like this, picking this up, and you would shake this like this and get rid of all that cornstarch. So you have a beautiful phyllo dough here that you can work with. When you put it in the refrigerator, it's a good idea to take a piece of, once you've shaken all that cornstarch off, take a piece of plastic wrap, put it on top here, and then fold it up this way. Wrap it nice in plastic wrap, get it in the refrigerator. I already have some done in here where I cut the edges off. And I'll show you what it looks like. Because when you put it back into the refrigerator, it gets a little firm. Now this I actually made yesterday. But again, you need to wrap it nice and tight. Show you how nice and beautifully thin this is. Isn't this beautiful? Beautiful phyllo dough. Now this phyllo dough, we're going to take this beautiful phyllo dough here, and we're going to make 2 great dishes using curry. But you have to stay around for that. We're going to take a little break, and then when we come back, I'm going to show you some of those lovely curry dishes to go with our phyllo. Don't go anywhere. It's phyllo from scratch. Stay on Let's Cook. We'll be right back. You know, a pineapple means hospitality. And for this next dish where we're taking chicken and we're going to cook it in with curry, we're going to put a little bit of pineapple in it. For the pineapple, I'll just take one little slice off this, and I'll show you with this. All we're going to do is remove any of the sides here, making sure that we get rid of all of the outside skin there. We don't want any of the skin. Then we'll just take, I'll just take a couple of slices of this. We really don't need too much here. That'll be enough. We'll take this, and I'll cut this down into a, what we could call a bâtonnet, okay, or bâton. And then I'll just small dice this. So I have my pineapple ready. Next, we need our curry with our chicken. Now, the chicken breast I have right here, we're just going to take the chicken breast, slice it down this way. We don't have to pound it or anything. We'll take our chicken breast, we'll slice it this way, then cut it down so that it's a nice small dice. Now you'll notice I did the pineapple first so that when I go to do the chicken, I don't contaminate the pineapple, even though it's all going in the same pot. Next, once I have my chicken done, I'll take my pan. I've already started to heat the pan. With this, we're going to use just a little bit of butter in the pan. Along with that butter now, I'm going to go ahead and add this chicken to the pan. Then with that, I'm using some red chili paste. This is Thai red chili paste here. A little bit of turmeric. We're going to let this start to cook. As this is cooking, you add some diced zucchini. Add some diced red peppers here. Now, by cooking the turmeric with the red curry paste there, we're really bringing the flavor out. Then we add a little bit of unsweetened coconut milk. Look at that great color. Oh, curry. And last but not least, in goes our pineapple. Now, we're just going to saute this and let this cook down a little bit till this liquid tightens up a little bit. We need to reduce that liquid a little bit. With, oh, I almost forgot, a little bit of fish sauce too. The fish sauce is made from fermented anchovies. It's just going to enhance the complexity of this. I already have some done right over here that I allowed to cool down, because to make this dish we need to allow this to cool down. You see how nice this looks right here? Beautiful. Now I'm going to take this and I'm going to put this chicken inside of the phyllo. The only thing I have is I have a little bit of butter over here that I've been melting in the oven, because we have to brush the phyllo with a little bit of melted butter. So to get this to go into the oven and to make it work, use an oven-proof saute pan or an oven-proof dish. Then we'll just take this with our pastry brush, brush the bottom here with butter. This way it won't stick. Remember the phyllo we made earlier? We're going to take a piece of the phyllo right here. Now with the phyllo right here, I need another pastry brush here, because we use cornstarch in between the phyllo here, and we need to make sure that we brush off all of that excess cornstarch off of the phyllo. You need to do this just as you're about to use it, because if you don't, it won't brown up properly. Then we take this, we place this in a pan, letting it fall into the pan. If you get a little tear there, don't worry about it. It's still going to work. Take our pastry brush, brush the bottom here with that. Then we'll just take a little bit of our filling right here, the chicken filling, right here in the bottom. This is also when we would add the cilantro to this too, just a little bit of cilantro. Just some nice cilantro leaves there. Okay. Then I'm going to take another piece of phyllo right here. This is going to be on top, right here. A little bit more butter right here. So just going to brush this with butter. Oh, this is going to be so good. All the way around here. Another layer of our phyllo. Again, making sure we get rid of all the cornstarch right here. Again, this is going to make a lovely dome, and this pastry is going to be out of this world. But you have to put the butter in between each one and get rid of that excess cornstarch. Another piece of phyllo here. Brush this. Now, we'll just take these pieces now, and we're just going to fold them over this way, this way, this way, this way, this way, and this way. Very rustic looking. More butter in between here. We're going to pop this in a 475-degree oven for about 8 minutes. It's going to get brown, crisp. We're going to have all the layers of phyllo there with the chicken. Let's take a little break, and then when we come back, I'm doing another curried dish, this time with shrimp. It's definitely phyllo and curry today on Let's Cook. We'll be right back. Hi, welcome back to Curry and Phyllo today on Let's Cook. Don't have much time left, and we still have to take another break. So in my bowl, my plate right here, I have some shrimp, and I have a little bit of curry powder. I'm adding some lemon juice to this and a little bit of oil. All I'm going to do is mix this together so that it's just wet in consistency. That's all we have to do. Then I'm going to take and dredge those shrimp in it. Now, remember we made the phyllo earlier in the show here? So I'm going to take this phyllo, and with a pizza cutter, I'm just going to go ahead and make nice cuts right across the entire piece of phyllo here. I need about, let's say about 2 inches of the phyllo dough like this to wrap the shrimp in. Then I'll take my shrimp this way, basting it very nicely in a curry. You need a lot of curry on this, so you want it well coated with the curry here. You'll take your phyllo this way. Now, the one thing you're going to do is at the one end here, you're going to pinch this together. Just even the moisture of your hand should hold this together. So you pinch that together so you end up with a piece, with a strip this way. Then you'll take your shrimp, starting at the tail, and you're going to take and just wrap it around and around and around, just till you come to the end here, so it looks like this. See how nice that looks? Then, once you have it together this way, you're just going to use a spatula, drop the shrimp into the oil, and let it start to cook. Don't move it around, because you can see it's already coming a little unwrapped there, and it will come unwrapped if you move it around too much. If you don't have a pizza cutter, you can also use a knife and go this way. I'm going to get another one of these wrapped, get some more shrimp cooking here, and we're going to take a little break, and then when we come back, I'll show you how you serve this delicious phyllo-crusted curried shrimp with a wonderful parsley sauce. Don't go anywhere. It's Phyllo and Curry today on Let's Cook. We'll be right back. Hi, welcome back to Curry and Phyllo today on Let's Cook. Now, we fried the shrimp here that we coated with the phyllo. Now, to plate this, right here I have a little bit of parsley sauce, and all this is blanched parsley with a little bit of olive oil and garlic that was pulsed or pureed in a blender. So I'll take that now. I also would like to serve some tomatoes with this, so I'll take a little bit of the parsley sauce here with some tomatoes, just diced tomatoes, toss this together here, hit it with just a little bit more salt because I have the tomatoes in there, and then in the middle of the plate right here, I'll just place these tomatoes so that we have a couple of different tastes going on there, but it still looks alive. And then we'll take our shrimp, and each shrimp will sit right on top of the parsley sauce here, kind of towards the middle so you can actually see the sauce. Doesn't this look terrific? Oh, out of this world, where we've made the phyllo and we took curry and put it together. Now, remember the chicken that we made in the phyllo there where we made the dome? Here it is right here. I'm going to go ahead, whoops, before I put that onto the plate, what I'd like to do is I'd like to finish it with just a little bit of powdered sugar here. It really goes well with the phyllo. Then we take this, I'm going to slide it onto the plate right here. Then, to finish this, I have a little bit of dried lemon rind here. And all I'm going to do is grate some of this lemon on top, just a little bit there. And let's break into this and see what this looks like. See how gorgeous this looks right on the inside there? All that delicious chicken there, all the layers there, the phyllo. Absolutely out of this world. I absolutely love phyllo dough. Hopefully after watching today's show, you'll try making it yourself. Remember, give yourself about 4 hours. Thank you for watching Let's Cook today. You have a good day, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye for now.